Lvia, and I'm a virtual assistant from Portugal. I started working as a virtual assistant, I'd say, in 2016. I definitely wasn't calling myself a virtual assistant back then. I don't even think I knew what it was, but definitely I was doing virtual assistant type of work back then. And I've been doing it ever since. I've been finding all my work through Upwork, all of my clients through there, and yeah, I probably came across something that interested me, and I kept doing it. And right now, 3 years after, I just got done with taking a marketing program by Amy Damone. I don't know if she has a link for it yet, but I'll talk to her, and if she does, I'll link it down below so you can check it out. She's awesome. She's really motivating, and she made us find our niche. She helped us find our niche and also our ideal client. And through that, I decided that my niche would be social media management because that's my favorite service to offer my clients right now. I have one client that I'm doing social media management for, and that's the work that I thrive in. That's the work that I feel like I could get lost in it for hours and hours on end. And I like that it's ever changing, that I get to learn something new every day, whether it be in a course or a podcast. I love learning new stuff and new tips and tricks and strategies and the new changes that always fascinates me. And I also like the graphic part of it because my degree is in multimedia arts, and so the graphic design part of it fascinates me as well, but also creating the written content is something that I didn't think I'd like as much, but I really do. And finding hashtag strategies and all of that. That being said, my favorite platform is Instagram, so that's the one I'm starting with for now. I plan on offering at least Pinterest in the future as well, but to make it more simpler, I decided to start with just Instagram. If you're interested in a Pinterest strategy, let me know. That's definitely on my radar. What else? Oh, and my ideal client that I decided to go with, Etsy sellers. I'm an Etsy seller myself. I'm currently in my home studio. I have my sewing machine back there behind you. And although I love creating new products, don't get me wrong, I can get lost in it as well. It's amazing. It's really therapeutic for me. And also, it's good for me to get away from my computer for a bit because all of my work is in the computer. And I know sewing is hard on your eyes as well, but it's a different kind of work, and I really appreciate winding down at the end of the day and I make tote bags mostly, and I really appreciate creating something with my hands. It's really good for a change. But what I found I like most about my Etsy shop, like my client work, is doing the social media posts for it. I love creating new branding, new images, new Instagram strategies. I love it. I love everything, and I also could get lost in it for hours. So that's why I want to help other Etsy sellers that maybe have a 9 to 5, or maybe they're so busy creating new products that's amazing if you're too busy to be on social media. But in the back of your head, if you're not on social media, you probably know that you should be because everybody's telling you that you should be on social media, so you may feel guilty that you're not. Or if you're already on social media, you may feel the pressure to post regularly and post every day or every other day. But you may not have the time for it, or you may not have the time to figure out what you should be posting, because social media, I mean, you can just post something every day and expect it to stick, but if you don't, that can be a loss of time, like a waste of time. Because if you're just posting randomly without a strategy, you don't know if it's going to work. So it would be great if you had someone to figure everything out on the back end for you and make posts that are more likely to stick. I mean, no post is guaranteed to work, of course, because social media, again, is ever changing. But you can improve your likeness to have more followers, have more sales. And so I want to help you with that, because I know you probably, if you come back home from work, you probably want to sit and create the products, not necessarily worry about the back end, right? Yeah, so if you're a creator, you're probably not interested in the business side of things, the strategic part. It's okay if you are, I am, but you probably don't have the time for everything, let's be honest. And so I'm here for you. I want to help you. And if you're not an Etsy seller, that's awesome too. You probably stumbled upon this video because maybe you're interested in working from home or being a VA or a social media manager. I'm planning on posting once per month, and I'm planning on repurposing this video and further videos into podcasts. So if you prefer to consume content like that, I'll link my podcast down below. I'll also link my website because that's where you can see more information about what I do. What else? So yeah, if you're an Etsy seller, feel free to follow me or go to my website and contact me, get in touch. I'm really friendly. I mean, there's no harm in contacting me. It's free. But if you're not an Etsy seller, follow me as well. I'll share some things about my life and how it is being a social media manager and some tips and tricks along the way. I'm planning at the beginning on posting once per month, so don't expect regular videos if you subscribe. I don't know if I've said this, but I'll link my podcast as well. I think I did. So yeah, I wanted to end this video with a question. Since I'm talking about videos and podcasts, do you consume your content, whether it is videos or podcast episodes? Do you consume it at one speed, so at the normal speed, or 1.5 or 2? I definitely do consume most of my content at twice the speed. It's a way for me to save time, although sometimes I have to go back because I want to deeply understand something, mostly on podcasts, not so much on YouTube videos. Because on YouTube videos, you can mostly get the general idea and it's fine. But if it's a learning podcast, I like to go back and listen to certain parts of it. So yeah, do you try to save time by listening to content at twice the speed? Or am I just a weirdo? And also, if you want, just share a bit of your business. What do you do? What do you want to do? Maybe if you're not in your ideal place, 2020 is a great time to pivot and start like I did. So, and if you're listening to the podcast, I'll just have my Instagram handle in the show notes, so just DM me your answer. Do you consume content quickly or at normal speed? And what do you do for a living? I'd love to hear it. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll link my Instagram as well down below because, yeah, I love Instagram. So, yeah, it was great talking to you. I'm looking forward to hearing back from you. Don't forget to comment or DM me. And I'll see you next month. Bye.